Yeah, I'm gonna do a video today tonight it's 9:28 p.m. and I decided to, because my kids are asleep, I'm not gonna do a video. I'm still gonna react to this uh video here. He is talking about JKD trapping, and he went to talk to a Sensei Seth, he's a JKD instructor. He went, and let's check this out, because this is interesting. It says applying judo trapping between this Sensei Seth, Icy Mike, and Rob from McDojo Life, JKD for karate, which I'm assuming he talk about one of the styles and the concept of JKD. Let's dig into it.
But I've never been able to find the actual use for it. And
okay, so he's saying he has not found it actually used for trapping, which I think Icy Mike did a very good job using jiu-jitsu, the pulling hands, right? Where you can pull down the hand of a guard and to strike. That's trapping, part of trapping hands. So when you use Pak Sao, Love Sao, Tong Sao, and Bong Sao, so on, and Wing Chun or Jiu-Jitsu potentials, when you doing the gates, and you go from the now I'll do another video while have a partner and show you what I'm talking about. So we have those gates, as I'll probably do another video talk about and show you because there's many videos talk about the gates. And so you go from grade 1, grade 2, and so on, and so what he's talking about is where in trapping is a drill, sensitivity drill. And if you don't know how it works in a fight or then you don't have the fully understanding of trapping and how it's applied. Let's continue to see what he goes into this.
I'm going to talk to Sensei Seth here and see maybe where it comes from and why it exists.
Okay, fair enough.
Like Sensei Seth, as if he knows Wing Chun. I think if Jesse and Kip would have been, he probably have a better answer than the offensive Sensei Seth. But this kid thing. Excuse me.
Because, I mean, it makes sense that as a Jeet-Kune-Do instructor, you'd want to come to a karate guy.
Yeah, 100%.
just to validate it.
What are you guys doing?
Get out of here.
Alright, so, now, in karate,
Sure.
you have like a low block thing, right?
Okay. Like here?
Yeah.
Like, are you talking like sideways stance, or are you talking
Seth,
like a...
Seth, you're supposed to know the karate thing. He's asking
Well,
you.
I'm asking him which like, show me, like, we'll backwards.
Okay,
go.
yeah,
Hey,
no.
first you have to teach him karate, and then he can do.
So,
I just know so many different types.
yeah, of course. So, the idea is, it's called Ping Choi Gua Choi series, which is just words.
Okay.
But The idea is I'm gonna hit low,
Okay.
and then a block happens.
Okay.
See the
Okay, so yeah, ping joy, quad joy, because the quad joy is a block. Now, because it's a downward block, and goes, it's not, it's different than the karate terms, the low block, because the low block is a fist going downward. The hangzhou, that hangzhou, right, when you block downward, it's an open hand, and for that is like I'm not. It's a quick. It's more of a quick down. Okay, it's not all. It's not just meant for blocking kicks or a punch. It's also the open hand can go, and I can scoop it, or go. I can go. I can block, then come around and hit. Right. I don't have to. I can stop the momentum and come and loop around and go with a hook. It doesn't. It's meant to the or I can have secondary. Or if they block to the left or right side, excuse me, or left, depending what stance I am. Right, if I'm blocking, and if the opponent hit from the right side. If I'm my mark hand is my lead hand, and my right hand is right, and I'm blocking a lower strike to the midsection of his to my leg or whatever. Most likely, kick you when you block a kick. In JKD, you want to try to fade, right? But you do the low block, similar to what you do in karate. But the hand is open. You're chopping downward to stop to put out the momentum. In JKD, when you do it, you stop and then you strike. You counter at the same time. Same concept as Wing Chun as well, right? Or you could use the palm strike to that. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you counter strike of that. So one of the things about trapping is you use the cutting. You cut, you sidestep, and you cut, and you intercept the jab or cross or whatever they're doing. You cuffed move that you can use. I might go from Wing Chun to Hoodbud to something from Kimbo or Aikido, right? I don't just I say Aikido. I was talking like long term. I do whatever energy I'm using from that my opponent's strike. I'm not just reaching him out. I might use my foot to trap his leg, or I might use my leg to bridge the gap. I might use something to trap him up. That's how you use it in a fight. You're not when you got their hands tied up. That looks cool in the drill, but that's more of a sensitive thing. That's not realistic, okay? So when you throw a punch and you throw a secondary punch and you box out, then you might lapse out and you tie their hands up. That to open the idea is to open up the person's head with the target, right? You shoot in for a punch. you give it a blend second to deal with that. Ideally, if I say if I park, I throw a punch, and he somehow can react to my punch. Now laps out. Then we enter my strike. Then that's the concept of that, right? So it's more or less of dealing with the strike. Right? I don't have to just go here. I'm not maybe I'll block his and he block me. I could go for that kick, put the token kick to the kneecap, then grab lob style, and then go for another punch or uppercut, whatever whatever that move had allowed me to do. Right? I can go for the face. I can go for the throat. I can go for the eye. Hell, if I have to, I can. Let's say if I go here, I can belt you. I can belt you, right? What to the eyes? So I'm trapping is a way for me to keep me boxing man. It's like Chinese version of boxing. I'm boxing him in. I'm showing him up and not allowing him to really move. I'm using the sensitivity and following the movements of it. Absolutely, nobody's not gonna go head to, in the dragon with the position. So that way, when they move, it's a way. So you can really use trapping, like for instance, if they try to cover up, you can just out, bam, bam, bam. You can really get into you can pull down the hand, pop, and then get it. This a lot of variations that will allow you to use what you learn from trapping and making your own. That's what Bruce Lee's philosophy was: take something and make it in your own. Learn the drills. Then okay, think about what you can use scenarios instead of okay. I can't. When I was sparring with this guy, I can't get in his hand. None of the stuff that we do in sensitivity drill isn't working because as soon as they throw the punch, it comes right back in real time. I may be able to do a double park and get into if I'm lucky or whatever. But put on gear and figure out what works for you. So that's what the idea for JKD is. Use the tools that will work for you instead of the tools that looks pretty cool and doesn't work. Throw that out and then use something else that will work for you in the fight or in sparring, and just play with it.
The problem is every time I punch low,
Yep.
people just look.
Yeah.
Like they're like, here, like, okay.
Like specifically punch somebody in the leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like they call it chop choy, where they're gonna hit with this. It's not
Okay.
gonna do anything, but it'll be annoying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then like you do that,
Yeah.
no one bites, no one reacts.
Right.
And but the drill
Okay.
is such where if I go low, you kind of do that low block, bink,
Yep.
and then I'll slap
Yep.
and do a
come over
thing.
top. Yeah. You're just trying to get my arm.
So chop choy is a way for you to strike distract your opponent, your sparring partner. So if I go here, you want to create that reaction, so that way I can come around and intercept your punches. Maybe it'd be something that allow me to open up something else to counter or to not just counter, but it's a like I'm attacking you, but like, what the hell are you doing? That's the reaction you want. So, but that way you can go into a Belgie, for example, or if you are sparring, and obviously you can use Belgies into the poking the eye. You can, or sometimes you can hell you get every Belgies don't have to go into the eye. You can go into the throat, for that matter. Obviously you can't hit the fire arrows. It's sparring. But what you can do, you can use that and go to straight blast or straight lead. Excuse me. You can go to straight lead, go to straight blast, then get back to boxing man. And then go from there. Go into boxing, then to whatever flowing motion that you want. That's what they flow with water. Flowing like water comes from. Is to be able to find something to distract them, have them look away. So what are you doing? And then pop, 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 pop. You know, it's you want to be able to throw them off and have a. You don't want a rhythm. You know, you want be a broken rhythm. You don't want in the dancing. You want dancing rhythm, but in fighting, you want to break that rhythm. Okay.
Arm down.
Yes.
Okay.
But I've never.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, is that a thing?
It makes more sense that if you are going to block somebody's arm that came down, that it would have to come from something like out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
So this kind of movement, for me, has always been like interpreted as which is, in my opinion, cool about karate because there is no like definite understanding of bunkai.
Okay.
So I could just make stuff up.
Nice. It's the best type.
I mean, it's kind of true though because like I know that people before me have made stuff up. So why not, right?
Bunkai is parts of a kata, right? It's a way to take something you learn from kata and use it as it's okay. Well, if I do the razor block, I can open my hand, grab, and then I break the guy's hand if it goes in the aspect grip, right? Or if I'm sparring, I can use the 9-pin block, grab and pull the man with the elbow and go to the back fist or knee, whatever you are coming up what you learn from those katas and use and make it a bunkai out of them. Kind of like you would if you was started boxing, but you have movements and you try that you learn from kata, and you're making sense how would it work in a street fight.
Right. But in all honesty, like I have always thought, not always, recently, as I've started sparring more and more often, and I spar with guys who didn't do karate as a kid and then as an adult, that they don't do this very often to block certain types of kicks, right? Like if you're throwing like a lead leg side kick, like there's plenty of times I'll go like that, and I'll just try and like chop down and then I'll go. Like there's plenty of movements, especially as you start to get sideways, where it's like a boom and you're blocking, just like trying to get stuff out of the way.
You block a lot of my kicks like that when I'm not throwing them hard, when I'm sort of trying to feel them out, and you'll just sort of.
Yeah, like because it's a cool way to like try to punish somebody, like especially if I can get a side kick and I can go bang and I can hit you like right between the calf and the ankle. Okay. Like that's gonna hurt. That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Also though, this is very usually seen as like a hair grab to throw.
Oh, cool.
Like we're in tight somewhere and I can go boom bang and go from here to there.
Okay.
Which is like a lot of like the boom, right? Because usually that's like a turning movement where I was facing this way and I go boom. usually it's like something tied up, grab, bang, go.
That's super cool.
Right. But it makes sense for it to be like it. So explain to me again the drill.
So the drill, pincho de guachoy, is I go low, you block low, I slap, and I'll go high, and then something happens, and then I react to that variable. That's the theory.
So you're saying the issue here is that people aren't giving you the reaction?
No, they aren't.
Well, I would imagine because because no, you're fine.
Because he's trying to make the drill work.
Yeah, right. I punch people in the leg from time to time.
Yeah.
Like just for fun.
Me too.
Because like most of the stuff that I do for martial arts is fun. Yeah. So I'll be like goofing around and be like pop.
Yes.
Because people just go, huh? Did you punch my leg? Mm-hmm. Nate did it to me yesterday.
Yeah.
But so I guess to get
it can be a way to set something up, in my opinion.
Get that reaction. It's kind of like no different than going boom and then bang and not worrying about the hand.
Right.
Just trying to make you level change defensively.
Yes.
So I can go boom bang.
Right.
Like we have a similar thing in our karate system where I go like this and go boom bang. Like I pull the hand down just far enough to go back this. It's kind of the same concept. Yeah. It's kind of the same concept as just starting here and going boom bang.
Oh, okay.
And going slap go, but the only difference is you're like really making them eat it.
Right.
And then you can go. Like that hand is already further down.
I have a theory.
For Mike, it's just theories. Like in the scientific method, like they're all just like the theories of it. Anyway, go.
We're just not far removed from you saying that you're just making stuff up.
Hey, that's Bunkai.
Hey, but I practice.
That's what Bunkai means.
Yeah.
But you're documenting it, so it's science.
That's true.
Two things. People
don't
don't react to stuff unless you hurt them.
Yeah,
with
right.
It.
That's
you know.
Okay.
That's a given. We know that.
Right.
So you can get people to maybe worry about a body shot if you dug a hard body shot.
Right.
If you're aiming super duper low, the other big problem is you might be sparring with people that know what they're doing.
Right.
And if you know what you're doing, you are not supposed to send your hands down there, right? Because if it's to your body, you're supposed to use your elbows, or if you do, that's fine too. But you kept your elbow high.
Yes.
You didn't do this.
Right.
You're not supposed to do this, so you know better. So there's that one, and then there's also give me a big jab to the body. This sort of blocking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's never this because we know what we're doing a little bit.
Yeah.
But this gets into something else. There's some logic to training this stuff because people that don't know what they're doing do
reach for
this.
the hand and yeah, for sure.
The argument has always been with like martial arts and then self-defense. It's like should we train specifically for people that don't know what they're doing?
Right.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I think you could, if you do train that stuff, because if a guy that doesn't know how to fight, if you go like that, he's gonna reach.
Yeah.
They reach for kicks, which is totally a no-no.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to reach down for kicks, but you leg kick a guy that's never fought before, he will reach his hands down there.
100%.
So that might be it. That might be why it might have at one point been a legit drill, or it might be a legit drill.
Yeah.
I actually had something to that too, if that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
please.
like in your scenario, you're initiating everything.
Right.
So like in your scenario, you're punching me.
Yeah.
I'm defending. Then you're
Then I do the
initiating.
move.
So you're on the attack the whole time.
Yeah.
In reality, the application of that would be you are defending first and then applying. So I go to shoot the jab to the body. You're already prepared. So boom.
Bam.
Yeah. And so you're just instead of making it all you as being offensive, you start off initially as defensive and then apply.
And I think this is the problem with Jeet Kune Do as a whole. We've killed the art so much because we're just idolizing Bruce Lee that we take that. I mean, I love Bruce. But they're taking this dead thing and they're like, this is real. So when I'm here, no one trains like this.
No.
Unless you're in the movie End of the Dragon. And if you are, I mean, I wish they did. I'd be really good at fighting.
Yeah.
If this was it, I'd be wow.
All these flow drills would have paid off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when this is trained, pincho de guachoy, if I go low and you go low for some reason, and then we go high.
That's the reason position. So let's go back a little bit with this right here is called the reader position. It's part of the gate that you learn in JKD. It's a sensitivity drill. So that way, you might go to box down. You go into he might go around and do lap style or bonk style or whatever. And that's the whole deal with this. So he's right. If people actually fight like that, it'd be so easy to know, because you could feel when they're gonna move. If they move high or low, you can go into the opening easy. Same concept when you do a cheese out, right? When you have the cheese out drill, is you can feel the sensitivity. If they go too for low, then you can really feel that lowness, and that you can close the gap and hit and go for a strike. So that's the idea with that, because but even though it's not practical, you get once you get the idea of, like, say, if they move, you want to accept it. You are learning how to read body movements. That's the purpose of the drill. It's learn the body movements, the body mechanics of these drills.
No,
Unless you're in the movie End of the Dragon. And if you are, I mean, I wish they did. I'd be really good at fighting.
yeah.
If this was it, I'd be
All these flow drills would have paid off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when this is trained, Pincho de Guachoy, if I go low and you go low for some reason, and then we go high, then this arm comes back to defend for some reason. Here, now it's like all back to that
Yeah.
one drill.
Right.
But people don't realize is it's attribute building.
Right.
Whereas like now you go low, and then I'll do my thing, and then I get it up. And
Yeah.
then I can do other things.
Right. If it's anything like karate, what happened is, like, in the nature of it, we had an idea of, like, oh, like, if I go like this, what did he do? And then I see
He
it.
didn't do anything.
No.
You know why? Because you haven't punched him in the dick.
Right.
Punch him in the dick one time, I bet he'll send his hands down there next time you do it.
That's fair.
Not
That's a
wrong.
good point.
Not wrong.
Or he'll kung fu his dick inside his body.
Oh my god.
Dude, if I walked up and I punched him in the... Yeah.
No.
I just mentioned it. And he
You
was
did.
Like,
I got nervous.
Iron dick.
But what I was saying is that, like, the initial thought of changing something
Yeah.
is usually pretty pure in nature, and then what happens is now we both know what we're doing,
Yeah.
and, like, you can go back and forth and go da 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 da, and we're both standing in the same place, and
Right.
neither of us are really in any danger because we don't have gloves on. We're not sparring in a way that's, like, trying to hurt each other, so we
Right.
can, like, play with stuff. Like, it becomes mannequin training where if my hand is out here, what can you do with it?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and you do something to me, and that inflicts pain,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, that worked.
Yeah.
That's gonna work,
Yeah.
right? And in all actuality, we weren't, like, trying super hard to not make it work, because we're both minded people of, oh, this is something that I can do really well. I could do this.
Right.
And in all actuality, like, we are taking away so many variables. Do this because we weren't. Oh, boom, 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 and you do something to me, and that inflicts
Yeah.
it work. I could do this. Me too.
So, Sensei Seth, Icy Mike, Rob from McDojo Life. If you like this type of content, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the bell notification so you never miss my handsome face. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
That's good. You're getting really good.
Yeah, that's all I have to say for that video. That's a good video. Last thing I would say, to order really understand trapping is to play with it in sparring. See how it flows. Make sure you flow like water, and make sure anything you do will work for you. As far as, like, okay, I can do this and this, but, you know, first do a slow sparring. But meaning was slow sparring. When he took a jab, you can park style, lap style. Do do all the stuff. Then when you speed it up, see how it works in live action. Then go light spar, right? And then while you because now you went from slow motion to light spar, where you can feel it's not heavy, but you can control the speed and figure out what you just did, what it can work, and the light spar, and then move on to there and see all the stuff. All you can do is from that is just play with it. Until then, my friends, train hard, train wise, and be safe with your daughter. And don't forget to subscribe, notification if you like this kind of stuff. Put a comment below all the videos you would like me to react to. Until then, my friends, I'm out.